Hello everyone! This is a quick help video for how to check your gradebook and look in your grades for specific scores, missing assignments, and zeros. So in our English 9 online course, you're going to go on the left navigation bar here, and if this is closed for you, you can click on these 3 lines here next to the course name and open that up. We have home, announcements, syllabus, grades, modules, and discussions. If you go into grades, okay, that is your grade book. So if a teacher says check your grade book, that's what they mean. They mean go into grades in your online course and look at your graded assignments, scores, any feedback left for you, and you can see your overall grade over here. So this is just a sample student, okay? This student has a total course grade for of 78.26%, which is a C. Okay. You can hide details, but you definitely want to show all details there. So that might help. If you hide details, some things might not be shown there. If you click show all details, it just gives you some information there. Okay. So under assignments tab, and there shouldn't be anything there under learning mastery. So you want to stick with the assignments tab. You can arrange by assignment group. So if we look at what that looks like, okay. If we arrange by due date, which is probably how most of you have it viewed. If we arrange by module, okay, and if you arrange by name, that might look a little different, okay, based on the names of the assignments. Best practice is probably just to arrange by due date so that these are in order of completion. So here we have the student interest survey, the pre-test readiness checkpoint, the 1.04 quiz, and the 1.10 quiz. Now for these 2 graded assignments, this sample student completed these. Okay, so the score is a check mark. So they got points for this assignment. Okay. For this quiz, this student did not complete this assignment, and it has they have a 0. Okay. This is still open and available, so the student needs to complete that work. And then for this quiz, they took this quiz and they got a 2 out of 5. Now that is not a passing score, so I would advise this student to retake that assignment for a higher passing score. Okay, and you can see by unit what those scores are. And again, if you scroll all the way down, you can see the total. It's up here, right? But if you scroll down, it also gives you the total, and 78.26% is 36 points out of 46 points. So 36 points earned out of 46 points available. Now, if we look at another student example, okay, we go into grades. And for this student sample student has a 26.09%, which is an F. So they are currently not passing the course. Okay, there's that total. They have only earned 12 points out of 46 points. Okay, so here is why. The student interest survey is not done. Okay. So they have a 0 for that. The pretest is not done. So they have a 0 for that. They have, however, completed the quizzes and got full credit for those. Okay, so even though they got 100% in both quizzes, they have done some work in the course. 2 of the assignments are not done, and that is giving them a failing overall grade. Okay, so they would have to complete the student survey and the pretest in order to catch up in the course and get those points so that they are passing the course. Let's take a look at one more example of a gradebook. Okay, if we go into grades, for this sample student, they weren't here the first week of content courses, so this student does not have a score for the student interest survey, and they were excused from the pretest. So if you see an EX, that means you were excused from the assignment. This student can still complete that survey and get credit for that and get points in their grade book for that assignment. And they have not yet taken the 1.04 quiz, so they have a 0 for that, but they did take the 1.10 quiz, so they have a 100% for that. So this student is currently failing with a 41.67% because they have no score for this yet. They were excused, so that doesn't apply, but they have that 0. So really they only have two graded assignments to worry about here, but since one of them has a 0, one of them has no score, it's bringing their overall grade way down. So their total is 41.67%, which is an F. They have only earned 5 points out of a total of 12 available, and that 12 is the 2 quizzes. Okay. It's not showing up for me as a teacher, but whenever a student has a missing assignment, that red under status, that red missing will be there. Okay, a red, the word missing will be next to it, so you will be able to see that in your grade book. It's not showing up for me here. But that's another indication. It'll show you when it was submitted, and it'll show as under status as missing or complete. Hope that helps.